Hey guys, today I want to make a quick compilation video covering all the new features and any new addition that was added in 1.1 that I've noticed, and if I end up missing anything, please leave them down in the description below. But yeah, this is what this video will be about, and let's hop right in. Okay, so one of the things is in the settings for key bindings, you are now given the option to rebind your keys for any of the actions to any key that you would like. Now, this wasn't a feature when the game first came out. After, 47 days, we finally have it, which is nice. Personally, I've gotten used to the original key bindings, so I probably won't change mine myself. If we scroll down a little bit here, we also have under graphics, co-op team effects. So I'm assuming it's all the particles and all the reactions and everything going off. You can end up turning that off. I haven't tested that out myself. I'll just say that now. And if we go down to account settings here, we have redeem code. So any future codes that come out, you don't have to redeem via the website. You can do it all in the game. And if you're a PlayStation 4 user, this is for you as well. So I'll throw up two codes right now just in case you guys haven't seen them yet. Genshin gift is one of them. You just type it in and it'll say, hey, you redeemed the code if you haven't already. And then there's Genshin 1111. So now finally PlayStation 4 users can redeem codes as well. And PC users, there's an easier way to redeem codes just in the game. Okay, we also have the archive system. If you hit escape, go to your menu, archive. Now there's a lot of stuff in here to cover. Let's first start with tutorials. Anything that popped up throughout the game that was new, first time doing it, whether it's a plunge attack, reactions, or anything monsters, you can now review again just by going to tutorials in the archive system. So all these elemental reactions, large cryo slimes and stuff like that. You name it, every enemy you've encountered, every boss, leveling up your world level and stuff like that, explaining original resin, elemental burst. That is all here in a nice, convenient spot. And now we have geography. So these are like little viewpoints, and I guess it does tell you where they are. There's one in Windrise, Springvale, I guess just general Mondstadt, maybe just the city. This one was in the cathedral, for example. So just a little screenshot that we can see that we saw a viewpoint. And there's also some in Liyue as well. We got Kingsea Village here. Tells you a little bit of details about them and stuff like that. We haven't got them all. I'll probably spend tomorrow. I spent the first day doing a lot of stuff, so we'll probably spend tomorrow doing that. We also have books here. And it'll tell you right here via this green check mark if you've collected all in the edition. But for this one, for example, the Boar Princess, we're missing 2, right? And 6. So it'll let us know right here, 2 locked and 6 locked. So books all in a nice convenient location as well. For those of you who want to read up on the lore, we have materials. You can inquire about these as well on the bottom right and what they do, so on and so forth for all the materials that you've gotten. Which, speaking of, we've gotten 2 new materials, Bamboo Shoot and Loach Pearl. I'll hopefully show off their location in this video as well. We have all these specialty foods right here as well that you can see. Can't really get a good image of them since we haven't made them yet, so we don't really know which character we need to make these special dishes, but they're all here. As well as the elixirs and stuff. We have all the loot down here, etc. You guys, all the craftable stuff, you see that. Now, then the last thing we have is equipment. Now, this is interesting. So these are the artifact sets, and you can see what they do, right? 2-piece, the entire set for all the artifacts that you can unlock in the game. Now, this one is interesting. For the weapons, you can see all the weapons, and you can't really inquire about the weapon unless you have it. Unfortunately, I wish you could actually see it even if you didn't have it unlocked. Because I can't see any of these 5 stars since we don't have them. But if you do have a weapon and you ended up ascending it, as you guys know, you can see different forms for the weapon. So for example, if I click this right here, you can see it changes, right? Because that's what happens when you ascend a weapon beyond a certain point. Now, weapons that I do have I can't do that because I haven't leveled them up. But like the compound bow, you can see it changed its appearance because we leveled it up. White Blind, for example, Prototype Roncore, and so on and so forth. You guys get the point. And I think that was it for the archive system. If we exit out and go to the character archive system now, unlike the archive system for the weapons and stuff, we can actually inquire about these characters. We can check their details, see their constellations, and see what they do and stuff like that for each constellation, as well as their talents, all at base value at level 1, so we can see their percentages and their profile. So not bad there, in all honesty. Honestly, not bad. Just in case we want to see base value for level 1 on some of these characters and just compare their percentages on their abilities, you know? So I do enjoy that as well. As you can see, we don't have any characters. All we have are these. I have no characters, man. I don't. All right. This small little addition is for the whales out there, or the light spenders, but new bundle packs in the gift shop that just contain, well, Mora, I suppose, because the other ones didn't really have that much Mora. 50,000. 40, no, or nothing in that. So Mora here, 30,000 more enhancement ores, all discounts at 40%. Then we have this one, 20% off. 120,000 more with exotic share bundle. That gives you just the fragments for character ascension materials. We've got some new name cards here. I'm already rocking one of them right now for hitting Reputation 4 in Leeway. Here's another one for Reputation 7. We got Mondstadt here. And then character banners as well. Zhongli, Jinyen, Diona. Battle Pass one. Just new name cards. Also, we have some new achievements added to the game as well. So we have a Challenger Series 2 here, and we've only completed 2 of them right now, and we have a few others, such as defeating every type of Hydro Mimic that an Oceanid can summon, defeating an Oceanid without taking any damage from the water bombs left behind, some more challenging series for the name card right here, on top of new Wonders of the World achievements that I haven't gotten yet. And we can't actually see them yet because normally these achievements are hidden until you complete them. But, for example, 2 hidden achievements right here. One of them would be killing the Cryo Regisvine without breaking the Corolla core or whatever. The Crystal core, his weak spot. So you do that for both Pyro, the Cryo, or you do it for both of the Regisvines, the Pyro one and the Cryo one. You kill the boss without actually breaking the weak point and, you know, knocking him out or anything like that. You just have to brute force your way through, I guess. And we don't have that yet until we actually do it. So we have some new craftable items from the blacksmith over here. First, we'll talk about the Animalculus Resonance Stone. Now, this is used just to track down Animalculies that you haven't gotten. Completely useless if you've already gotten all of yours. And same with the Geo one for Leeway. Completely useless if you've already gotten yours. But we also have condensed resin here. It uses up 40 of your original resin and 1 crystal core, which you can get from crystal flies. And you can stack up to 3 of these. Now, you can use this on artifact domains or, you know, weapon domains, talent domains, and it'll basically yield double the rewards. So it'll just save you an extra run if you were planning on doing the domain 2 times in a row. You would just use one of these and you'll get double the rewards. Pretty simple, right? So I would advise stocking up on these, at least 3, whenever you don't need to use your original resin one day. Another crafting thing I want to point out is if you go to the blacksmith, you have these mystic enhancement ores that you can get, and you can craft using 10 of your original resin. It'll also give you the appropriate adventure XP when you do so, which I believe will be 50. But it uses these magical crystal chunks, which is a new addition as well. Magical crystal chunks found around the area. If you talk to the guy and ask to inquire about them, he will tell you the locations and you can mark them on your map. They normally spawn near the original crystal chunks, some of their locations. I would not advise doing this as a free-to-play player. Even like if you're a whale, I don't think people will be doing this because you can just make these enhancement ores yourself with just regular crystals, assuming you're farming them every 3 days. We have plenty of those, so I would definitely stay away from this. Just my advice. And then we also have the Wind Catcher here. It's basically like Venti's E ability. It'll give you an updraft, help you glide around, but it consumes 10 of these hurricane seeds. Now, you only need to make 1, and then you're good to go, but still, 10 of these hurricane seeds, you get like 2 per boss drop. You know what I mean? So you'd have to do the boss 5 times. That's like 100 resin, right? I'm probably not going to make this, and I'll just climb the mountain that I was having difficulties climbing or something like that. You know what I mean? Pop some stamina food. I'll probably stay away from this for quite some time now. But yeah. Windcatcher. Also, another small quality of life change is if you go to Catherine, talk to her. Whenever you dispatch characters on an expedition like we have here, limit 5. We have our characters out on an expedition. Normally, I would only be able to rock 3 characters in my party, because everyone else was on an expedition and I couldn't use them. But now, thanks to the update, you can see that I can swap out my characters right now. I can have anyone in my party as I please and work on that companionship XP. So that's nice, because I used to be able to have only 3. So nice quality of life change right there. Speaking of quality of life change, I want to talk about the your inventory. So we can lock items now. So if you see this weapon, hey, I can lock it. I don't want to accidentally sell it, just in case when you're leveling up weapons and using them as fodder and doing the auto add. You don't have to worry about that anymore. As well as character icons, you can see which character is wielding what weapon for convenience at a quick glance. Weapons have their own inventory space in the top right. So 389 out of 2,000. Artifacts, 148 out of 1,000. Same deal here. You can lock them and stuff like that. And if we take a better look at the artifact screen, so if we go to an artifact and I say I want to level up this, for example, we go for enhance. Now whenever we're manually adding something, and I'm like, let's throw in this, right? Let's throw in this one. I can see what it looks like. It has elemental master, recharge, crit rate. I'm like, oh no, wait a minute. That's actually pretty good. I don't want to use that. Let me get rid of it. Or let me take it back, you know? And we can just lock it here and be like, I don't want to accidentally use that again. Let's just do that. So now you can finally see which artifacts you're throwing in when you're enhancing. Nice and convenient. Also, while I'm here, you can also categorize right down here, more filter options. So if we're looking for, let me see, crit rate, we can filter it. I assume it goes for the first ones at the top. That has crit rate. This has crit. Crit even threw up the 3-star one. Crit, so that's not bad. It's showing off the substats right there and making that priority. Now if I do the same thing here, I'm assuming it'll go for the main stat first. Crit, yep. This one probably has crit as the main stat, yep. Not bad. Pretty cool, right? You can actually, more filter options for artifacts. Cool. Okay, so some of the craftable items that I've mentioned, if you talk to Hertha in Mondstadt, she's in charge of the reputation stuff. Go down here in the bottom left, you can see your reputation level. Mine is currently at 3. You'll unlock different recipes. So we have new recipes in the game for food. The Animuculus Resin Stone, where you can track down your Animuculus right there. As well as the Windcatcher at 3 if you want to craft that. So you get different rewards by doing these reputation stuff, as well as the Wind Glider at level 8. I believe the Portable Waypoint. Animo Treasure Compass for searching for treasure chests. And a portable waypoint. That's not bad. Same deal in Liyue as well. So if we head over to Liyue right down here, talk to Miss Yu. Same deal. Bottom left, reputation level 4. And other various rewards. The Wind Glider, Wings of Golden Flight. Number 3 right here. This is how you get your condensed resin. What I talked about. So you want to at least try and get reputation level 3. Some more recipes and stuff like that. Level 6 is the Geo Treasure Compass. Number 5, Adepti Seeker Stove, so portable stove. Calling cards, stuff like that, name cards. Now we have these 4 categories over here. World Exploration, I think, is just going around and getting chests. One-time clears. Liyue quests are world quests. One-time clears as well. Now bounties and requests, those are weekly, and they will reset weekly. So next refresh will be 4 days, and they apply to all cities. And now what I advise you do for these bounties is go for the hardest one, the 5 stars, because you can do them 3 times a week to get 300 XP for whatever corresponding region you want. So if I wanted to level up my Liyue one and desperately try and get it to 6 so I can get the treasure hunting compass, I would do this bouncy to fight the Ruin Hunter, finish it, it'll refresh and give me a different fight and maybe like a lava churl and do that. Make sure you do that so you can get 300 XP for whatever region you want to do. Instead of doing the other ones, like if I did this one 3 times, I'd only get 180. You'd be missing out on XP. And for the requests, it doesn't matter which ones you do because you just do all 3, right? They all give the same 40 XP, 20,000 gold for each of them. But I've already done it. I've done my 3 in Mondstadt, so I can't do any here in Liyue, unfortunately, because I was trying to get XP for that city instead. So just keep that in mind. I'll have to wait until next week if I want to try and get XP off of these for Liyue. Alright, so now since we're in Liyue, if you check the bottom right corner right here, we have a new weekly boss fight. Enter the Golden House. And now the rewards are unique to this boss, just like Dvalin and the Wolf of the North. But this still drops the same rewards. The rest of the stuff, Gladiator, Wanderer's Troop, as well as the prototypes. So yeah, I don't know which character will be using this character level up material just yet. Maybe some of the newer characters coming out. Maybe Child, Diona, Zhongli, Jinyan. Also, zooming out on your minimap, you can tell how much you've explored a certain area. So right here, Sea of Clouds, 100%. Leisha, 100%. Minland, 100 over there. 96 here for some odd reason, so I'm probably missing a few chests or something. Mondstadt, it's all 100% besides Wind Whale Highland, so I'm probably missing 1 chest over here. It'll be a lot easier if we can get reputation level 6 in any of the designated regions to try and get that treasure hunting compass. Alright, while we have our map still open, top right, the resin cap has increased from 120 to 160. The replenish time is still the same, 8 minutes per 1 resin, but this is nice because you don't have to stress about hopping on twice a night to use your resin. So right now it's 15 hours until I'm fully refreshed. I'll be awake by then, so I'm just going to save my resin, not use any of it, and then just go hard tomorrow when I wake up. Especially for my daily battle pass, it'll be a lot easier to get everything done at once. Okay, there is also a new Archon quest in the game, and after you complete that Archon quest, there is a Tartaglia story quest, a child story quest that you can do. You can unlock at AR 40. There's total logins right here, test runs for all the characters to claim the prizes that you guys should be doing. Okay, so the bamboo shoot item I've mentioned before. We're at Kingsea Village over here by the teleport. Near these bamboo trees, we have one of these bamboo shoots. I believe this is used for a cooking ingredient as it shows on the left side. It's something for the new recipes that you unlock. A few more along this side. Just searching along these bamboo trees and you'll find them. One more thing I forgot to mention is that they ended up expanding the handbook. So if we go down to the bosses tab, we can search by all, or we can go through different categories. Common enemies right here. The Fatui Skirmisher, the Whopper Flowers, the Hilly Churls, and the Shamans we can finally track down for those cursed scrolls if we need them, as well as like slimes. That's great. We can find out where slimes are located. Treasure hoarders. And now we have elite enemies separate from the bosses. So your standard elite enemies, the Chieftain, the Lava Churl added in to the mix, and bosses with their own category. So nice quality of life change there. And now I think that was it. I'm pretty sure I'm missing a few things. I'm just trying to remember anything that came off the top of my head. If I am missing anything, please leave them down in the description below. That would be much appreciated. I do know that there is one thing I am missing, and that was there is a new enemy in the game. He throws like primo gems and cabbages at you. He's at a random location. I think there's like 9 on the map. One would be here. I ended up finding him sleeping, napping back there. Apparently there's one in Storm Terror's lair, like on this broken bridge. Somewhere up there. There was one like west of Stormbear's Mountain, someone has told me. And another spawn location for him would be at Cape Oath at the tip of it. Now, I think there's like 9 of these locations, and he'll be at one of them. And I don't know the respawn time on him. But yeah, the only thing that I got from killing him was 3 cabbages and 230 more. So definitely not worth it. I don't know if he ends up dropping any primo gems if you killed him. I only killed him once. Let me know in the comments if he does drop anything more than that. So yeah, I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was informative. Apologies again that I don't know the locations of the new hilly churl, or actually the location on that new pearl that was in the world. If you guys know where that is and wouldn't mind letting me know. It's still the first day for 1.1, so I don't exactly know all the information. I apologize. I just wanted to throw out some information that I saw that I thought was different, that I thought you guys might want to know as well. There's also this down here, Crown of Sagehood. While I'm at it, I don't know what this crown does. Maybe we'll find out with the event coming out on the 16th. But yeah, I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was informative. Any questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll be more than happy to respond. Other than that, I hope to catch you guys next time.